He is part of the cultural phenomenon that is The Walking Dead. With me now, Chad Coleman. How early on, or when did you learn of how things would play out for you?
I found out 3 episodes prior to, so that was plenty of time in one respect, you know, but is there ever enough time to leave such a fantastic show?
Right, and
no.
And Andrew Lincoln described this season as brutal. Would you echo the same sentiments?
Absolutely, absolutely. But, I just say foot on the gas, you know? And no holds barred, man. It's relentless.
What was it like for you shooting that scene?
Oh, goodness, it was, I was exhausted.
Emotionally?
Emotionally, physically, the whole shebang. It was, I was overwhelmed. I was, you know, I was operating on so many different levels because so many of the characters that I love and admire came back and were able to be in the scene with me, you know, so it was just, I mean, I was just like a pinball machine inside.
So walk us through sort of how that last scene took place.
You know, here I am, trying to extend myself to this young man to try to help him heal from the trauma of Beth's death, you know? And so I'm in this room and I'm looking at this wall and I'm just overcome with grief for this kid. I'm looking at these beautiful photos on the wall and seeing this amazing life he had, amazing family, and I'm just overwhelmed by it. And wouldn't you know, his twin brother, who's now a walker, chomps me on the arm. So once that happens, I'm start to bleed profusely. It's like, oh, I mean, blood everywhere. I'm trying to hold it. And so that causes me to go into somewhat of a state of delirium. You know, I'm bouncing in and out of consciousness. And all of a sudden, because of that, it's like every people who had the most impact in my life start to come back at me, you know? And it's so real, it's so visceral that it's like they're right there in front of me, even though there's no one there.
Whenever anyone gets let go from the show or killed off the show, you guys have a cast tradition, right? There's a dinner that goes on?
We did, and it was amazing. We did it in a campfire deal at one of the producers' home, and it was exquisite. I mean, you couldn't have, just like the show itself, you know, like being an homage to the man. That was just, that campfire just gave it a, you know, little extra sentimentality.
I can imagine that that's a departure from what you normally see as an actor when you're on different shows, no?
It is, but you know what, I say kudos. I believe that was Andy Lincoln's call. You know what I mean? That's the type of atmosphere we're working in, where people are constantly trying to take care of each other, you know, to make sure everybody's okay. And I give Big Link, that's what I call him.
Big Link?
Yeah, I think, and he is the Big Link. He keeps us all together.
Very cool. Did you take a souvenir from the set?
I did. I got a hammer.
You got a hammer?
Yes, they gave me the plastic hammer though, because they were worried if I took the real one.
Okay, you would be
They didn't know quite how I was going to react to getting thrown off the show. So you take the plastic one.
That's funny.
You might just, you know what I mean? So I'm glad they gave me the plastic one.
We, of course, are sad to see you go as fans of The Walking Dead. That said, who do you think is the next to go?
To be honest, I have no idea. You never know what these guys are going to do. I just told you I had no idea I was going.
Well, you were such a pleasure to watch on the show, of course.
Can I tell you guys, just want to plug what I'm doing next?
Absolutely. What are you doing
next? It's called
next?
The Expanse.
The Expanse?
Yes.
Okay.
And it is on the Sci-Fi Channel. Perfect. And Thomas Jane is one of the leads. And we're going to get the Star Trek of our time.
I love that.
And based on best-selling novels, Leviathan Wakes. It's called The Expanse. And I get to play Commander Fred Johnson.